we take off.
Hey guys, this is Michael and I'm with April. April's first up in the second round. She's got the first round bye. The most senior person that's currently in the tournament is April. A little trivia is April is the second person to ever show up on the channel. She was the first one to utter the name Hook, Line, and Chill back when it was Hook, Line, and Brick. And you know, so she's here. And she's gonna put up her score. We got 30 hooks out there. Actually, we got 29. We gotta throw this jug out. I'm sorry.
Okay. So don't worry.
Or go ahead and check that. I'm sorry. Probably don't have nothing. You wouldn't know it. Oh, it's still got bait on it. That's not a good sign. All right, that jug right there's got bait on it too.
Okay.
And just toss it behind you there, closer to the bank. Now we got 30 hooks in the water, guys. You know the point system. And I'll probably remind you throughout the video if we catch fish, but April's up against Ashley, last year's champion. Ashley's in Florida right now, so she'll probably end up going a little bit later. So we got 2 trot lines and 5 limb lines like usual, but I moved one of the trot lines way down the river and we kept one of them. We just tightened it a little bit, added it, moved the hooks around a little bit, replaced a bunch of hooks. So we got a different setup for round 2, but hopefully everybody gets a chance at this. And as you know, the final 4 in the championship will be a little bit different. So wish April some luck. And we're just going to run the lines down the river. So the first thing we came to is the trot line number 1. And then we'll have a couple limb lines, and then we'll decide what we're going to do after that. The good thing about going first on a new line set is it's always interesting to see what you catch. This is our first run on the new set. Now y'all have seen this line, but the other one has not been ran before. Holding steady on this one because I have a lot of faith in it. The longer in the air, the better the fishing. One thing is we couldn't find much bait, so we got all live bait on, all goldfish, all medium size. They're getting bigger, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. We're about to find out.
Yes, sir.
So April, you're still at Cracker Barrel in Bowling Green.
Yep.
Is there only one Cracker Barrel? In
As
Bowling
far
Green?
as I know, I believe there is only one Cracker Barrel. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
But I believe so.
A waitress at Cracker Barrel for a while now, and
Yep. For about 4 months.
4 months.
Still enjoying it. I'm going to breakfast shift though.
breakfast shift, trying to deal with school and stuff. I'm sure.
Oh, we got something.
Got something right there.
We got something.
All right, 2 nets right there. You can do whatever you want. It's a tournament. They came up with it too. That's nice.
Perfect timing.
Nice little fish right there. 5 points. 5 points on the board for April.
We got something else.
You do?
We got something else. Today's our lucky day. Ooh-wee. Ah!
Oh, a little bit bigger.
That's bigger.
right there already.
Yes.
There's 5 more points, guys. Now, as you know, whoever gets the most points advances. So if there's a tie, then it goes down to shares. So make sure you share whoever you want to win. Oh, that one didn't come off the hook. Come on, now. You caught 2 fish. I was going to bring back the question game. Two personal questions for April here.
Okay.
Let's see. Did you want to be anything when you were younger? Is there anything that you used to be like, I want to be this, even if it was outrageous? My son wanted to be Santa Claus.
I guess you could say I wanted to be a gardener. I wanted to have a farmer's market. I wanted to grow my own food and sell it with the intention of people replanting the seeds. I remember that one very clearly.
That's cool.
Yeah. What did I want to be? I don't know. I mean, anything that have to do with plants, animals, or art.
That's cool.
Or dance. Yoga, ballet.
If you were to win $10 million,
Keep on going.
I think you're done. 2 fish. $10 million. If you won it today, what's the first couple of things that come to mind?
I'd buy my mama a house.
You'd buy your mom a house.
And my grandma.
And your grandma.
And if my dad wanted one, I'd get him one. But I know that he's pretty happy where he's at. So.
All right. What would you do for yourself?
I would get a new home.
You'd buy a bunch of homes.
Yeah, I would buy a bunch of homes.
Right.
And then eventually I would invest. You know, I would find something that, you know, I'm ultimately passionate about that I can make a career in.
I just want to touch on those first thoughts.
All right.
All right, guys, we got 2 more limb lines, or 2 limb lines right here. Then we're going to make our way down the river. Probably check the other limb lines and then the final trot line. Alright, I just put these lines out yesterday, so be prepared to hit something. I haven't tested the area that well under my motor. It may jerk the boat is what I mean. Now if you got anything, tell me and we'll go back.
No.
Sometimes if I'm coasting too long, I'm pretty sure there's nothing, I just want to keep going. But I thought I was wrong there because you had a pretty good tug.
Yeah, on that one?
I think it was one on the bottom. These are probably too deep. I mean, you know, it's like fishing on the bottom. A lot of people do it. If you're just joining us, or if you're watching this in the future, guys, and you've stumbled across this video, this is the one and only April. We're on the Green River in Kentucky. We do silly little contests and tournaments, and sometimes we do fundraisers and stuff, all set around, you know, set line style, and just silly little skits and whatever else I can think of. The more I can think of, the longer the channel will go. And I also need people to show up. April's one of our special guest kind, you know. She's got a busy life, but I get her every now and then. Enough for the tournament. Alright guys, we're going to check them 2 more limb lines, and then we'll end with the lower line. Line number 2. You know what? We need to name the line. I'm going to let you name the lower line. Okay? But you gotta look at it first.
Alright.
Yeah, me and April, we were just going through an area called the Cabins, and there's a lot of people with docks and stuff. Somebody just installed a rope swing, so might be interesting who we see swimming on the way down. We should have 8 videos on this setup. Unless we ever flood, only thing I can promise is best I can, and hopefully 30 hooks. No bait?
No bait.
That's good at least. April said something about she might jump in.
Uh-huh. Feels good out here.
It was really hot out in the sun, but I think it feels okay in the shadow.
Yeah.
Alright, our last lemon. This is what the people call the dog days of summer, so.
I think it's stuck. It's definitely stuck.
Okay, hold on.
What in the world?
A cigar.
Look at it. It's sliced and diced open.
Yeah, I put it in.
I want to see it.
Something ate this car. Hold that up.
Holy crap.
Look at it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Somebody was eating good.
That right there is a gar. Now the rule is dead or alive, a gar counts. That's the only time I've done that. So that's a dead gar at 1 point.
That's
So,
disgusting.
I have never seen a gar eaten like
I
that.
want to touch it.
It's crazy. It's like
That's disgusting.
It's like something a jackal would do.
It's a pretty tail. Look at the tail.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright. That's a point. So 11 points for April. And now we got the trot line, but April's got to name it first.
Eyeballs are even missing.
Yeah, that was baited yesterday, so.
Jackal's first thing that comes to my mind.
Alright, get a good look at that tree.
This one?
Yeah.
Why does it look like that? It's funny.
I don't know. Alright, so we're coming down the river and we're like, hey, we need to find a cool tree, a recognizable tree. And that's what we found. What do you think? What would you name that trout line?
I don't even know. What would you name it?
What do you think that looks like?
I mean, like, it kind of looks like a belly button.
A belly button?
Yeah.
Well, that's close to what we thought. It's got a couple weird growths on it, but definitely would never miss it going down the river now. All right, you got another question.
All right.
Since you're a waitress, or you've been a waitress a few times, what is some advice you would have for someone that was just getting started? Say they were starting next week.
I would recommend doing things with a quickness and to be able to handle scenarios and to be outgoing and personable. I got a really good compliment one day. These people, I just took their order, and I literally just put their order in, and one of the hosts came back and said, you just got a compliment. And she said, they're still at your table, and she told me who it was, and I was like, what'd they say? And they said that I made them feel really at home and that they felt like they was at my kitchen table and I was serving them and taking care of them in my own home. And that really meant a lot to me, you know? So like being personable, we got one. Being personable with people is a really big thing, and people really like that, you know?
All right. You get, I don't know, a blue cat. Now, April is known not to use nets, but it's a tournament. You can do it however you want. Unless it's huge, then we have to use a net. 5 more points. That's 16 points for April.
16 points.
21 points. That's a healthy score already. You used to live in Kentucky or Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one's better, Tennessee or Kentucky?
Oh, that's hard.
What did you like about Tennessee that Kentucky doesn't have?
The country.
I mean, come on now.
I know, no, just the environment. Not really, okay. Yeah, the environment, like the atmosphere and aura.
Where at?
Of Tennessee. Tennessee like feels like home to me, but then again at the same time Kentucky does too, because all my family is here. So I've grown to love Kentucky because I have my family here.
Gotcha.
We're caught.
Keep going. Hopefully it'll pop out. Is it real tight? Yeah. Alright. Did I have another question for you? I think I did. Let's see, what is you have a lucky number?
3.
3. I may have asked that before, but that was what you got. All right, let me pop that out. Hopefully it's a fish down there. All right.
Yeah.
Now stick fish don't count, not this time. There's like one or maybe two hooks over there. I'm pretty sure there's nothing.
Nope.
All right.
Keep going. Drop it.
Yep.
Drop it.
Yep. Okay, 21 points. And as all of you guys should know, the jug it either doubles your score or it counts as double, whichever one helps you more. So. I've been fooled a few times on the jug.
You got what?
I've been fooled a couple times. It was a little bit more choppy water before. So I'm not even gonna say it, but I don't think so. I did just say it, didn't I? Dang it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Anything?
Go back out or no?
Yeah, throw it in the boat. Alright guys, April scored 21 points. Solid score, as you know. First one up in the second round. We got 7 more videos to go. So we got a long way to go before the end of the tournament. But make sure you see April at Cracker Barrel in Bowling Green, Kentucky. You'll have to find it. April works really hard, and you know, she'd appreciate it if you mentioned you saw her on HLC. And this is Michael.
And April.
And we'll see you next time.